Hello everyone and welcome. Today I'm going to show you a little game I made in Minecraft on a multiplayer server. The server that I'm playing on right now is Nentify. It's a Tekkit server, obviously. It's relatively new, but it's growing at quite a rapid speed actually. So, I'll put it in the description, the server IP. There's no whitelist, so you can join immediately if you want to. But we're here today to show you the game. How you access the game is you type /spawn anywhere, it doesn't really matter. You come in this place and you turn around and you see some signs here. These signs say, like, don't take your items, don't take your armor, because you might die, and you probably will die. So, let's warp to the game, and you can see that this is kind of the opening room. There's some stupid story going on and nobody cares about that. I'm gonna set my bed here. Yeah. There we go. And this game is sort of like the Saw movies, just in Minecraft. I made this game on my own server like years ago, and I wanted to remake it in a different server, so that's why I kind of made this. So let's go into it. There is an old trailer of the other version, of my old version, sorry, and I will link that trailer there as well. And there's some rooms that are actually kind of remade from that one. So in the beginning here, we start off with some, well, I think it's fairly easy platforming. Don't hold me to that because I will probably die anyway. And this room is it kind of evolved over time because I just wanted to start with some platforming. And yeah, I just laid some blocks in the air after I mined this area, and I just started placing blocks randomly. And once I got to this block, I wanted to go up again, but I wasn't sure how to do that. And that's how this piston actually came here. So, gets up the piston and get up there, yeah. This jump you just run down instead of jump. This is actually kind of funny how this came to be as well, because in the beginning I had these two ladders, and both of them led to the exit. And these pressure plates, there was only one pressure plate, or two of them. So you had to take a side, but you could still jump down here. But now there's pistons here, and yeah. I noticed that people jump to the ladder immediately instead of going for that little spot, so I decided to change it around and just make the ladders accessible immediately. So, and when I saw people jumping up those ladders, I saw that everyone went to the right ladder the first. So I decided to block that path off. I will try to jump there now. And you can see wrong way, buddy. And you basically have to start over. So this is kind of the first mindfuck in this entire game. I hear my phone. Hold on. That can wait. Okay, there we go. So let's try this for reals now and try to proceed to the next chamber if this door wants to work. Yep, there we go. So we jump up here and up there. I am actually quite surprised by how many people have troubles with this room, because it kind of feels kind of easy, but okay, the other one, straight to the ladder. Here we go. Yep. Okay, second room. This entire game is kind of made room to room, and this next room is actually one that I had in the previous game, and it was basically a room filled with levers, and yeah, everyone is trying to see what the levers do, and there's some redstone to fool you behind there, and so this hint here kind of says it already. There's one button to rule them all, so you have to find for a button. The button is situated right here, and I tried actually like 5 different techniques of actually hitting the button, but it was all far too obvious, but I'm kind of happy with the result right now. So we go on to the next room, which is basically a rip-off of my last game as well, which I made with the other admin. I wasn't even the one that started it. And that is basically a redstone puzzle with classic AND gates and OR gates, and yeah. It's kind of easy, but people still like it, so I decided to keep it in. I'll just show the solution here. If you really want to take a look at what's going on, you have to play the game yourself. This is another thing that I needed to do here, because the levers had to be reset, because otherwise the next person could just walk along again as well. So I made it that that door will only open when these levers are reset, because that's one of the many challenges when making a game like this in multiplayer. It has to be resettable so the next person can go on again. So let me hit this bed again. This is again a room that is kind of ripped off from my old version of the game. This Admiral Akbar, it's a tarp that's from Magica. If you go in here, you're basically trapped. You cannot do anything anymore. You cannot get out. It really is a trap. This is just for fun. This doesn't actually lead anywhere. And there's a small hint there that you cannot go forward here. So we kill ourselves to go back. And we should be respawning at the bed again. There we go. So what you have to do is go down here. And there's a small reed farm behind that chest here. So you pick out 4 reeds. I'm lucky that there's actually 4 reeds in there. So we proceed, and there's another entrance into the water right there. It actually surprised me how many people get this room fairly quickly. So jump it there, because wooden pressure plates activate when items are on it. So we proceed. And the next room is half a rip-off and half completely new from the last version of the game, because there was a pit in there as well. And what happened in that game is you had to go jump through that pit, and if you hit the middle section, you proceeded to the next level. But I decided that that was kind of too boring, so I kind of spiced up the entire room, and later on Nentify, the owner of this, kind of worked on that as well. But the point is, there's some ladders here that actually kind of try to distract you, and if I'm correctly, you can actually reach that bottom side through here. I obviously failed on that. But once you're down here, there is nothing here, and people keep jumping down to see if there's actually any way out of this, which is pretty cool if you ask me. So I'll just die again. You can see that there's nothing here. So the solution to this room is actually fairly easy. If you look around before jumping down the pit, you can see a button here that opens up 2 doorways. And it doesn't matter which one you pick, so I'm just gonna take the left one. And you can see that you go through a different hallway, and I kind of mess with you to say, like, why did you jump down and stuff like that. So we proceed here, and it says last test, so we should be almost done. This room is actually revamped like at least 5 times as well. I had to keep remaking it because or it was too easy, or the pistons didn't work, or you could make the jump without using this timer to raise those pistons. And so after a lot of revamping, I finally came up to this, and it really isn't anything else than it looks like. It's just a time-based jumping puzzle. So let's try to get that. Oh, and there we go. So that was it for this room. And the next room here, it says congratulations. I kind of wanted to make the impression that you actually beat the game right here. And that you had to search for another exit so you could actually proceed. But in the beginning, while I was making this game, this was seriously the last room. But I found that this room was kind of a bit dull to be an end room, and I got some motivation and some new ideas for later puzzles again, so I decided to make this last room into a new one. So you go down here, and you can only sleep at night, it doesn't matter. This room is kind of funny as well, because in the beginning I just wanted to make a cacti maze. This is actually kind of ripped off from the other game as well. And I wanted to hide a trapdoor somewhere in this maze. So like here you have to turn around in the corner, that the trapdoor was somewhere right there. But I noticed that it was almost impossible to hide a trapdoor so you cannot actually see it. So what I did instead is make a time-based puzzle. And it's kind of a shame that cacti almost don't hurt you, but yeah, you kind of have to live with it. So these pressure plates all connect to the same redstone wiring underneath here, and go through a long timer before the iron door at the other side. So I stepped on the pressure plates now, so I'm gonna try and get through the cacti maze now. And there we go. So that was all. You just need to run through. At this point, when I was right here, I wanted to make a room with a big water puzzle that you had to direct water with pistons and try to get water to a certain spot that opens a door for you. So I start making the room, and I noticed that water detectors with boats don't actually work in multiplayer. Boats glitches out, it doesn't work. So what I did instead is I went to watch some other Escapecraft videos or parkour videos, and I found this exact puzzle, except there was no running involved. So I kind of adjusted it to my needs, and I was lazy on the roof there, just don't mention it. But after I made this room fully, I kind of noticed that pistons kind of glitch out in multiplayer as well. But since the room was completely finished already, I decided to keep it in. So I'm gonna try and actually proceed here. Oh, I failed there. I'm not perfect. I never claimed to be. So let's see. There. Jump. No. God damn it. But sometimes it shows like you're jumping in the lava and suddenly you end on top of those pistons again. So it's a bit weird. Oh, I forgot to run. I seriously hope I'm not gonna die 50 times now, because the previous time I got it in one try. Yeah. I'm not lying. I swear. Oh God. What? Oh, come on. Oh, see? There we go. It glitches out. I have no clue why it happens or what I can do about it, so it's a bit tricky. So, yeah, let's jump. See, it is possible, it's just a bit weird. And at this point, I spent entire 4 days working at least 8 hours a day on this. Because this is all made legit, and even mining out the area for the puzzles, it took freaking hours. So at this stage I decided it would be a good time to just end it. And this is basically it. I could have added more rooms, and I would like to add more rooms that require a little bit more brain, but yeah, motivation kind of kills you after 4 days of so much time spent on it. And yeah, so yeah, to the left there's some little story thingy that nobody cares about. You know what? The beginning sign said that there wasn't enough dragons and shit. So, yeah, there we go. Dragons and shit. Awesome story now. So yeah, that was it. like I said before, you can try this out yourself by going to play.techify.com, and there's no whitelist. You can join immediately if you want to. The game is available to anyone, so yeah. There's a little sign here that warps you back to spawn, and you're it. You're out. You finished the game now. So I will link all those things that I just said in the description as well, in case you want to look it back or anything like that. Hi Sonic, what are you doing here? Hi. So the texture pack I'm using is Fax Pure BD Craft or something that is modified for TechIt. I don't have the link anymore. I suggest that you just Google it, but it's not all that hard to find. So yeah, peace out. Bye bye.